XFM, thank you so much for still watching. Thank you so much for following us on all our social media platforms. We are live here at the 4th anniversary of Oba Imasayi, Oba Lukman, Olalekan, Kuoye. Yes, KBSU. We are here to ask people questions and to see what Imasayi looks like. Also, we'll be having a conversation with the KBSU himself, telling us his journey so far. And of course, we see what people have to say about today's celebration. My name is Damilola Adekunle. Come along with me and let's see what we have to show you here in Imasayi.
Di ẹni tọ́lọ́run yàn.
Ẹyẹ ṣètánà di ẹni tó fẹ́ gbérí.
Ìfàní ẹyẹ ṣètánà di ẹni tọ́lọ́run yàn.
Ẹyẹ ṣètánà di ẹni tó fẹ́ gbérí.
Ṣùtì wùyẹ̀wùyẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tí bá gbẹ̀yìn dá tí ó lọ́rọ̀ ṣùtì lára. Dífá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà tọ́mọ aráyé tí yọ ṣùtì sí. Ẹ̀sà máa yọ ṣùtì yín lọ. Kẹ́yẹ ṣètánà di ẹni tọ́lọ́run yàn.
Ẹyẹ ṣètánà di ẹni tó fẹ́ gbérí.
Ayé ẹyẹ máa fi ìṣòro yẹ̀ dá. Ìṣòro ẹ̀dá yẹn bó ṣe hùn kó lè pọ̀ tó. Bọ́lọ́run lọ́wọ́ sí ṣó máa di ìṣòro ẹ̀dá. Bẹ̀dà bámọ́ lọ́rùn tó ṣe ga ẹ̀yà fún rònú. Ó pẹ́ bóyá yìí ó padà wá di rọrùn.
Ẹyẹ.
A máa ṣe ṣàkóso waste níta wà. Omi ìgbàlódé fún wa ní ìlú yìí. Ilé tí ó máa lò ó. Bákan náà ni pé a máa ṣe àtúnṣe ilé ìgbẹ̀bí ti alábọ́dé sínú ìlú yìí. Látọwọ́ His Excellency Prince Yapo Abiodun láti dédé òmìnir. Èyí ni ìwé ètò tó bá mú wa bá ní ìlú Imasayi lẹ́nu.
Malaliwa Ọba Lukman Olalekan Adeleke Kuoye PhD FCIM Kofurade Oṣokun 5 Arole Oluaso Olu of Imasayi. Initially, before my ascension to this throne, I have passed through a lot of life stages. I was once a businessman, a transporter for that matter. I was sometimes NIMC staff, a public servant, and politicians too. I have served my local government then, the local government where I was born, Adodota local government. I have served the local government as vice chairman 2004 to 2007. Then, same year, after the expiration of my tenure as vice chairman, the then government, OGD, somersaulted the appointees and the elected to an appointee. So then I became an appointee of the local government as a vice chairman. And from there, I became secretary to Adodota local government for a year. And in 2008, I became senior special assistant of Bagbenga Daniel, and the tenure terminated in 2008. 2010, but 2011, while we were aware of the government then, before then I've gotten my master's degree. I have to start scouting for politics is gone because our tenure as PDP government has been terminated. I then went back to my ACAS, brought out my certificate, And while I was on the internet searching for where to hibernate for some times, I discovered that NIMC was recruiting. I now put in for it. After about 6 months, I was shortlisted for CBT interview, and my center was Lagos State University, UNILAG, University of Lagos State. In fact, I had an experience then, because a day to that CBT, I went to see my boss, Otumagbe Gadania. When I was in his Asolide court, I told him, Oga, I have an interview tomorrow for the position of senior manager in IMC. He said, wow, Lukman, what are you going to do that for? You don't need it. Why can't you be reporting at Crystal Laurel in Maryland and you'll be getting your... I said, no, Oga. What I want to do is I want to use my certificate to secure a job. He said, okay. So I went to Lagos that night, and the following day I slept at Unilag guest house. But unfortunately, where I slept was where the exam was held. And before my brother that went with me is here. Before we got to the center, we've already had over 4,000 applicants on queue. It's here to bear me witness. Almost 4,000 on queue. Well, I joined the queue, and as God will have it, the experience I had then was Nigerians are suffering then. We went in for the CBT. Unfortunately for me, about 3 months after again, I was shortlisted for an interview session in Abuja. I went to Abuja. When I got there was a clog in LASU then. If you can ask from any LASU graduate in the past years, if you graduate today, if care is not taken, you will not get your result until 4 or 5 years. So I presented my notification of result, and during the interview session, they were asking me, where is your certificate? But it was not only me. At least at that interview session, one of the interviewers, one of them said, almost virtually everyone that we have interviewed from LASU, they only have notification, they don't have certificate. So, and this one cannot be an exception. Let us give him the usual mark. So we left. The next thing, it was an earlier day. I got a message again that report for induction tomorrow. That was how I became senior staff NIMC in October 20th, 2010. And from there, I started graduating. Initially, I was posted to Niger State. That was my first posting. But I have a boss there then, and that was Mr. Ajanoku. He said, please, during the induction, they advised us that we should not lobby for posting. So that advice continued resulting that I don't lobby for posting. So I was posted to Niger State. I did not hesitate. But I thank God that I'm still very much alive. And while on that, I have already sought for my office approval to study public health management in PhD in Nicosia. But the issue of when it comes in, I have to truncate everything were truncated, and decided, okay, what was the next thing? The issue of the struggle for this position started. In fact, I want to tell you that I was the last person that came into the race. I was the last person, but as God will have it, we've eventually managed. These are the people that supported when the struggle was very, very tense. And I thank God that I eventually managed. In fact, on the day that the government was coming to give me the staff of office. Initially, I've been told that in the morning they will come here, and from here they will go to Afon. But unfortunately, because of the enemies of progress, they said they are killing themselves in Imasayi. They should not come. They went to Afon. While they were in Afon, I just got a hint that they are not coming to install me on and giving me staff of office, because they have had series of information that they are killing themselves in Imasayi. And government is not even ready to go to where there was a war, so of riot. So they said they are not coming. But that man, may Almighty Allah continue to be with him, advise that be sending pictures of how the environment is. So we now send, in fact, a single person sent over 100 pictures. So from how they came, when they got that, and they said they are killing themselves here, and everybody is enjoying, everybody is singing, everybody is dancing. Why all this killing here and there? Nobody is killing it. But the message from the then Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, and that is Honorable Fuakpe, he said, Kábíyèsí, Ọlọ́run àdúró tì yín lùyẹ, Ọlọ́run àbá yín torí wọ́n pa irọ́ lù yín gan. That was not the end. I was given the staff of office, and the tradition here is immediately after that, you go in for seclusion. And we went to our seclusion for 3 months a day. And while we were in seclusion, I don't think since Imasayi people have moved from Ilikimu down to where they have been before finally settling here, I don't think they have ever done that type of seclusion, because everything that was requested were given. And we thank God that appeasing God has its own significant meaning in our traditional setup. So we thank God. I was there. Even one of our old man, one of our fathers, Alhaji Akorede, he held my hand one day and said, Kábíyèsí, you get there. If you get there in the morning, I may likely give up the ghost in the night. And that was how it happened. On the day I was leaving seclusion, the man was already dead, but he did not tell me. After I left seclusion that night, we went to Ika. After Ika, then we came back. This traditional beaded ground that we are piecing today, I wore it. After wearing it, they discovered that I was relaxed before they told me that Baba Akorede is gone. So at that moment, they knew I don't have any option than to accept my defeat. So that was how, and since we came on board, I've been facing a lot of, I don't think there is any police formation in Nigeria that they have not written petition to. Twice, even after DPP Ogun State has adjudicated on the matter that these people, they have no case to answer, they still go ahead to write another petition to Olalekan Zone 2, Force Headquarters, Kapsalem, and from there to Abuja. Though since the day I've won the judgment, that was January 21st, 2022, that I've won all the cases before me regarding this ownership thing. They have been thinking of what can we do to hook him, what can we do to nail him. But the God Almighty Himself and the lesser gods, they did not leave us, because they put us here. I'm using us in quote because I am not the only person. Oh, Yeshokun only house. We have many. The Yeshokuns are here. So I am only the arrowhead. They are the owner of the stool I'm sitting now. So that is one of the reasons I'm using us, And since then, after winning, the right thing for me to do, I get in touch with, I called one of the contestants, Ramon Ajayi. Ramon, if truly we are interested in the development of Imasayi, let us come together to build the Imasayi of our dream. And the message he sent to me was that you can only be an Oba in Imasayi if the process that produced you is not fraudulent. That's the English. And since then, at least, I want to tell you that we've been in talking terms. Occasionally, in fact, when my first wife had a birthday, he was the first person to congratulate my wife. So, but we still have one or two itches, but that one is very minute, because there is no way where you become a leader in quote, that you will not have some people that will against you. Yes, you've been here since morning and you saw me when I prayed in everybody. Not everyone that was here is truly here because he loves me. Some were here because they want to come and taste something. Some were here because of the special prayer. Some were here because of kiloverse. You see? So you cannot expect 100% in a situation like this, especially transitional institution like this. You should not expect 100%. So the significance of today, whenever it is 2nd October, that date, 2nd October, was the very first day that I won the traditional beaded crown that was brought from Oyo many decades ago. And the tradition is, even apart from me, my predecessor won it. He won that beaded crown on 18th September, and every 18th September he was also appeasing the crown. But I won it on 2nd October, so I'm appeasing it on 2nd October. So its importance is just to appease that, okay, this traditional beaded crown that was brought some decades ago, we will appease it, we give it whatever it requires, pray and thank God that whatever we say, because we did not even do anything that negates the authority of the Supreme Being, the Supreme God. So we just do the normal appeasement and atonement and everything. So that is it. And you will see that all the indigenous are very happy that we are having it, because when I was in seclusion, some people say, they said, you will not be here for a year gone, 2 years gone, 3 years, and we are looking at the 50th year next year by God's grace. So it is very significant. But I want to tell you, by next year that we will be doing something like this, it will be super one. It will be super one, because we will marry it with 50 years on the throne and my 60th birthday.